What is up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. We are officially 3 weeks out. I can't believe it. It's coming so fast. I'm so excited. I'm so nervous. I didn't do my last 4-week update. I had actually recorded a video, but I was having a hard time getting the video because I recorded it on my camera. And I was having a hard time getting the video to transfer from my camera to like the app that I use to upload. So there weren't any updates last week anyway. So I was like, you know what? Because I was kind of having a hard week, and then like I just wasn't really feeling like the video. And so I was like, I'm just gonna skip it, you know. So yeah. So we're 3 weeks out. I had my check-in. Today's Sunday, so I had my check-in on Thursday with my coach, and still no changes. I've still been on the same amount of cardio, the same amount of food. The only thing that had changed was I cut out my stevia, and what else? I had cut out my stevia and like my hot sauces and stuff, but I didn't cut out anything else. I still have like the same amount of carbs, which is nothing. Like I have no carbs. I have the tiniest little amount of sweet potatoes twice a day. But other than that, that's it. And mostly just protein in my diet right now. But still it's about 2 hours and 15 minutes of cardio. I've been really trying to like push myself during my first round of cardio so that I don't have so much to do the second time. So like I've been doing all of my cardio first thing in the morning fasted, and that's 2 hours. And then sometimes I'll like cut it short and like 15 minutes short just because I'm like spent. And then I go back to the gym for my second round of weights after I've had a meal with carbs, and then I'll do like 15 to 20 more minutes of cardio depending on like how much I have left. Something that's really been helping me, and it's so funny, and I probably look like a crazy person. Something that's really been helping me get through my cardio is I've been so I switched from the stairs to the elliptical because doing 2.5 hours on the stairs was killing my knees. So I switched to the elliptical, and I started listening to like the spin cycle classes or whatever, the soundtracks on YouTube. And I listen to like the cues, like I'll do an hour class with one of like the trainers on YouTube or whatever, and follow like the beat, and then they're like, go, increase the intensity, lower the intensity or whatever. And it's really been helping me get through my cardio. It helps me because I'm like, sometimes when you're sitting there doing all that cardio, you're just like, oh my God, like it seems like it's never ending. And then like if you're watching a show, like you're not pushing as hard because you're like distracted. Or if you're just on your phone, like you're not pushing as hard. So like listening to that has seriously been a game changer for my cardio. So if you're struggling getting your cardio in, throw on a cycle track and do that. The reason why I started doing that was because we had went to a barbecue a couple, like 2 weeks ago, and the girls there were talking about how they do a spin cycle, I don't know what it's called, spin class in the morning, and that they burn like 600-700 calories. And I'm like, what the heck? How do you burn that much in an hour? Like I am pushing myself to the limit, pushing myself so freaking hard. And I can never get my heart rate up higher than like 140 is my max. But my resting heart rate is like 45. So I don't know. It's hard, I think, because my conditioning has been so good too that it's just like hard to get my heart rate up at this point. But yeah, so listen to a cycle class and get on the elliptical, and your heart rate will go up. And plus like the music and everything is just like a good vibe. Like it just like keeps you in the moment. It keeps you present in your cardio, and like, I don't know, it helps me. It's been helping me a lot. But yeah, so I figured I would just talk through this update a little bit, kind of share what's been going on the last 2 weeks, instead of like a day in the life kind of thing, because everything is the same. Like I said last time, you can only see so many meal preps and so many things. When you're in prep life is boring. It's simple and it's strict. So I had to cut my hair. That's why I keep messing with it. My coach said that I needed to cut my hair, so I went last weekend because we had a competitor. So I had a competitor at an OCB show here, and that weekend I went and got my hair cut, and he said I cut like 4 inches off. And when I did my check-in this week, he said I still needed to cut 2 to 3 more inches. So I just went ahead and like did 3.5, just to be safe this morning. So my hair feels so short. I was sitting on it before, and now you can see it's really, really short. Um, but I know it's for a reason, for the competition. Like at this point, I don't want to like ruin everything I did just because I didn't want to cut my hair, it grows back. But I was a little sad about that. Let's see what else has happened. I I got my suit. My suit came in and it's so beautiful, but the bottoms, my coach said, are too thick. Like they have too much fabric in the back. So I need to have them redo the bottoms. So it's kind of scary because we only have 3 weeks and I'm a little nervous. It's like crunch time, and I hope my suit is here in time. And then I'm recording this on my computer, so I keep on having to like make sure it's recording and like if the screen goes black. Because I keep recording on my phone and everything else, and then like I'll be all in my zone sharing my story, and then I go look and like I had gotten a call and it shut off my video. So I figured just doing it on my laptop would be the easiest. It's not going to be the best quality, but it is what it is. So anyways, what else has changed? I'm under 100 pounds. I'm 97 pounds right now, which is pretty freaking crazy. And I wanted to say something too, because I got like some stupid comments on my last video, and then I've gotten some like mean comments on Instagram and stuff about like my weight and like people saying I look gross and all these things and it's unhealthy and I'm promoting unhealthy living and lifestyle and everything. And I just want to say that like what I'm doing and my plan is catered towards me, towards my goals, towards my journey, and competing. And in bodybuilding, I never said this was like the healthiest sport. It's very, it's very hard, and it's an extreme sport, just like anything else, wrestlers, they have to cut weight for their competitions, and they do some crazy things to cut weight. That's not the healthiest. We have to do these things to get on stage, to get stage lean. And I don't promote like people to stay stage lean year round, but if you're in the sport, it requires a certain amount of, or a lack thereof body fat, and you have to sometimes go to the extremes to get to that place. Whether if you don't have the genetics for it, you definitely have to push yourself to the limits. And like with me, I've always had like thicker skin, and I've had, I've never been like super like heavy, but I've always just, I've been solid, and so I have to put in a lot of work and get pretty low in calories and high in cardio just to lean out enough to be stage ready. So, yeah, I just wanted to say, I get my blood work done. I am under the guidance of an amazing coach, and so I don't want anyone to think that I'm promoting like this unhealthy, don't eat anything and work out this much and this is how you're supposed to live, because being stage lean year round is not realistic. That's why prepping, like I've said before, prepping is for a short amount of time. It's not, you don't do this year round. That's why there's a certain amount of weeks that you cut, and then you go into like a building or a maintaining phase or whatever, and then you have an accurate amount of fat and calories and carbs and stuff in your diet. But this is just for a short amount of time to get to the stage. So yeah. Anyways, if you don't have anything nice to say, nobody's asking you to watch. So please stop. It's not that I even really care like what people say, because like this is something that I want to do. I'm doing it for me, but it's just like I'm all in my zone right now, and I don't like the negativity. Like I've never posted, I don't post negative things about people on social media. I don't ever bash anybody on social media. I don't ever bash anybody's beliefs or their their health choices or anything. I just promote like healthy lifestyle and positivity. So, if you don't like what I'm sharing or posting or anything, you don't have to comment, you don't have to watch. So anyways, now back to where I'm at. So yeah, I'm 97 pounds. I was having the hardest time leaning on my legs, and my legs are finally lean, but it's still, my calves have a little bit left on them. And so I think I'm going to have to lose like another 2 to 3 pounds. I think that's where I'm at. And before anybody freaks out, it's like, oh my God, you're under 100 pounds. I'm not even 5 feet tall. I'm just under 5 feet. So it's not like the craziest thing to be this small. Plus I have a decent amount of muscle. So it's not like I'm just skin and bones. But yeah. So the last 2 weeks have been definitely hard. I think these have been, like I had said before, I was having a hard week, my last check-in, but the week before last, this week has gone better, but the week before last, that's why I didn't even bother sharing my video. I just had a really hard week. I was in my head about like, just, am I ready? Like, did I start this too soon? Like, should I have pushed out my show further? Like, did my injury mess up my progress? You know, should I have waited longer and like leaned out a little bit more before I went to this cut, because this is an extreme cut that I'm doing right now, and it's been really hard on my body physically. Like, I feel like my recovery is just not there, because I don't have like, you know, I mean, I'm working out for 3.5 hours a day, and I don't have that many calories in my diet, and yeah, and my recovery is not the best. I've been getting body work done though by this massage therapist. Her name is Crystal, and she's amazing. I always share her on my Instagram. She's like a miracle worker, and that's been helping me so much, because doing like how I was doing 2.5 hours on the stairs, and now like 2 hours plus on the elliptical, my legs are just so done. My legs kill me all the time. So that's something that's been hard. Just like the recovery part, and then just like feeling like a little lonely. Like, the reality of bodybuilding, it's not necessarily selfish sport, but like, you have to be selfish in the sport. Like, you have to be selfish with your time. You have to be selfish with, like, I'm like, you have a deadline to meet, right? And it's not like you can say like, oh, well, I can just get this done tomorrow, or I'm going to skip today. Like, in prep, if you want to take it seriously and you want to take it to that next level, there are no off days. Like, you can't have an off day. You can't have a bad day where it's like, I'm going to cheat on my diet a little bit. I need this emotionally, so I'm going to have a cookie. Or, I'm stressed out, I'm going to have a glass of wine. I'm going to go have a drink with friends. Like, you can't do that especially when you're this close to show day. And so it gets kind of lonely, because I'm tired and I don't have the energy to like go out and do things with everybody, and I have to be home at a certain time because I have to eat at a certain time, because if I go too long without eating, then my blood sugar drops, and then I feel like sick, and then I'm lethargic, and then I have to make sure that I have enough time to get in my second workout throughout the day. So like, my day is literally planned around this show. Like, every single day, like, this is my life right now. And it gets hard. It gets hard, especially whenever you're married with children, and I work full time, and I commit so much time to my clients too. So it's like, my whole life is just like food, work, gym, kids, food, work, gym, kids, and like trying to squeeze in time with Abram, and then trying to like, I don't really have time for anything else. And then like, I miss out on a lot of like family events or like friend things, because I just don't have the energy. Or like, if it's late, I'm like, there's no way, because I'm going to have to go to the gym again, or I'm going to have to pack all my food for the day. And then that means I'm going to have to go to the gym early twice in the morning. And it gets hard. We did have family over yesterday, and that was nice, because like I said, last week was really, really hard. This week I started feeling a little bit better. Like, my body's kind of just adjusted. Like, I've gotten just used to I don't know, like, I can't even think, just the prep brain, like the brain fog. Like, I'm just going with the motions at this point. Kind of like, I feel like I'm in zombie mode, like autopilot. But we had family over yesterday, and it was nice, and I was able to, like, I feel like the cravings and like the distractions aren't even there anymore, like, to be around food, because I'm just so focused and so ready. Like, it doesn't even bother me that everybody's eating or anything. Like, it doesn't distract me in any way. Like, I don't want to go and bite anything. I don't want to go and smell the kids' food anymore. Like, for a while, I was having a really hard time with that, and now I'm just like, it's there, like, whatever. At first, it was even hard for me to like make the kids' food for a while, especially when I got really low in calories. Just like smelling it, because like, I'm like more of a snacker kind of person, and so like throughout the day, I realized like, I used to never eat meals. I would just make the kids food and take a few bites of theirs. Make the kids food, take a food bite. Make the kids food and take a few bites. Like, I would never sit down and make my own meals. So that was like a hard habit to break. And for a while, I'd have a hard time because I'd make their food and I'd be like, oh man, I want to take a bite, But now it's like, I already like have everything set. I have all my meals prepped. I have everything ready. So, like, there's no room for error. And I know, like, this last 3 weeks is just crunch time, and I'm just so focused. So I just, I want to be able to still try to spend time with the family and still, like, enjoy life a little bit, even though I'm so, like, exhausted and depleted and, like, done. But yeah, so I was struggling last week. I had a really hard week, and I just felt defeated. I felt like, I don't know, just why was I, like, sometimes you're just in your head like, why am I even doing this? And then I see the other girls that I'm going to be going up against. Sometimes, like, I'll start scrolling on social media, and I'm like, oh my god, look at their glutes, look at their shoulders. I'm not freaking ready for this. They're so lean. I don't look like that right now. And then that kind of got in my head. So then I had to stop, like, with social media. And so I kind of, like, even stopped posting for a few days, just, like, sharing anything, because I was just like, man, I need to stop looking at people's stuff because it's making me nervous. It's making me stressed out. And then it's making my cortisol levels rise. And then, like, when I get stressed out, I want to eat, or I want to, whatever. And so I'm just kind of shut that down. And this week I was able to be like, okay, like, my coach gave me some good feedback. I'm like, okay, like, I'm ready. At this point, there's not really much more that I can do. Just keep doing what I'm doing. I've been making progress every week, and, just stay consistent, stay disciplined, and stay on track, and just keep my eyes on the prize. Like, that's what I keep telling myself, is like, the more disciplined that I stay, the more strict that I stay, the more work that I put in, like, I only have to push a few more weeks. It's like, I just keep telling myself, just 3 more weeks of this, just 2 more weeks of this, just however many more weeks of cardio I have, like, this could be my last Friday of cardio, this could be my last Saturday of cardio, or, whatever. And I just keep telling myself that, like, give it your all, because I don't want to be up on stage and think like, man, I shouldn't have done that, or man, I should have just, why didn't I give myself 5 more minutes, or why didn't I, take an extra nap and give myself the rest so I could have worked out harder, or whatever, So I've been trying to do that too. I've been trying to rest, even though I can't really nap throughout the day. I'll, like, take, like, a 15 where I just, like, chill and, like, put my feet up a little bit, because I do sit at a desk all day, and I notice, like, my legs will start getting, like, cramping up, and I'll get, like my legs will start to get swollen a little bit, like, when I sit down. So I'll just, like, put my feet up and try to rest, and that helps. This week, I also tried to cut back on the pre-workout, because I know I'm going to be getting that cut out soon. So I started doing instant coffee again, and it's so gross, but now that I can't have stevia, I just get instant coffee, shake it up in a shaker cup first thing in the morning with ice, and I chug that. And then with my fat burner, with the HD one, so good. It works so good. But yeah, that's what I've been doing. And then I have another cup of coffee in the middle of the day. I blend it up with ice and then cinnamon powder, and I freeze it so that it's like I'm eating a slushie or something. And that kind of helps whenever I'm, like, really, really hungry, because then I'm, like, kind of eating something but kind of not. And the caffeine kind of helps with your cravings. So that's about it right now. Nothing has changed in my workouts, other than the fact that I feel like I can't lift to save my life. I have no energy in the gym. My lifts are shit. Crap. Sorry. They're just actually, like, well, the other day I was able to do, like, single leg leg press for, like, 180 pounds, and for, like, 6 reps. And that was actually, I was excited about that, because that was the most I had done in a really long time. But that was also because, like, I took a nap and then I ate my meal. I started eating my second meal and then going and doing my weights instead of doing it all in the morning, because it just makes more sense to do that. And that's been helping with my lifts. So I've been getting a little bit of a better lift, but my lifts are still garbage. Like, I could barely do 10-pound dumbbells on lateral raises. And, like, shoulders used to be my jam, and now I cannot barely do any shoulders. And I kind of am grossed out. I kind of get grossed out whenever I'm at the gym, because I'm just so lean right now, and I see, like, it kind of freaks me out, just, like, seeing myself in the mirror when I'm working out. I don't know. I don't like it. It's exciting. Like, I know I'm supposed to be lean, but it kind of freaks me out. Like, even my face, everybody sees me and they're like, oh my God, are you okay? Are you sick? And I'm like, no. But yeah, it's kind of like, okay, I get it. I think that's something that's hard too, is, like, everyone wants to talk about the prep. Like, oh my God, you look so good, when's your show? Like, I don't want to talk about it anymore. Like, I'm like in that part where, excuse me. So like when you're in prep, like there's like these waves, and I talked about it last time. Like you're excited, and you're motivated, and then like you get a cut in your carbs or your calories or whatever, and then excuse me, you're depleted, and then you're kind of like sad about it. You're like, man, this is hard. And then like your body adjusts, and then you get like up again, and you're like, oh my god, this is so good. And then you go down again, and so it's like I've just been going up and down, up and down. Like my body will be good, and then sometimes I'm just like, and Abram tells me too the other day. He's like, I was like, I don't know, I'm so nervous. What if I was having a hard day, and I'm just like, I'm just in my head, like, what if I don't win? What if I don't even place? And he's like, you better, like, with all the work you're doing and all the crap that we're putting up with, you better. And then that put more pressure on me. I'm like, oh my God, what if I don't? But I think I finally got to the place where it's like, okay, if I don't place, at least I know, like, I have given this my all. Like, I've definitely given this my all. Like, nobody can say that I didn't put in the freaking work, because I've been working my butt off. Like, waking up at 3:45 every single morning, doing 2-a-days while working full time, while having, the kids, 2 of them, 3 of them sometimes here. And Louis the dog counts as like 2 kids, and Abram counts as 2. Just kidding. No, Abram has been a saint. Honestly, that's one thing that I wanted to bring up too. Like, if you are going to compete, because I've had a lot of people reach out to me about competing, and I'm excited because we're putting together a good team for next year. Because I'm requiring my athletes to prep with me, to start building with me before they go into a prep. I'm not going to prep anybody that just never meal prepped before, never worked out before, and then just jump into a 12-week cut. Like, I'm not going to do that. You have to work out with me. You have to build like a relationship with me for like 3 to 4 months at least, to see where you're at, if you're in decent shape, and then we can establish if you're going to compete and where you need to go. You might need to even build for a year. Like, I don't think it's healthy to just jump into a cut. But anyways, that's a story for another time. But if you are going to compete, it is so important to have somebody that is supportive in your relationship, or within somebody that you're in a relationship with, is supportive of your sport, because this sport requires so much. And like on the days where I'm exhausted and I can't like hang, like on the weekends usually are like the hard ones, because Abram will take over with the kids, thank God. I mean, like, he won't take over completely, but like during the week, I have the kids full time because we're homeschooling, and I work from home, and I do all their sports and everything on top of, my 2-a-days at the gym, and on top of all my clients and everything. And that's Monday through Friday. And then Saturday, Lila has soccer. So he'll usually, and I still have to go to the gym Saturdays and Sundays. So he'll usually take Lila to soccer, and then I'll pick her up after the gym. And then he like hangs out with the kids. Like, if I need to take a nap on Saturday, or if I need to when I need to go to the gym or do something, like, he'll go outside and hang out with them. He'll clean up the house. Abram does the laundry right now, which is a freaking lifesaver. Sorry. I'm trying not to cuss. I'm trying to keep it PG on here. It's a lifesaver though, that he just does so much. He does the laundry, and then like he'll stop at the store if I need him to. Things like that just like make it easier for me. He already knows, like, don't plan. Like, we're too close to like plan anything. Like, we had a barbecue again, like I said yesterday, and that was nice, but because we were home, and like it was not like I had to be out and about, and like if I needed to come inside, it was too hot or whatever. I was just like tired. But yeah, he's definitely been helping me out so much, and like I couldn't do this without his support. Like, I couldn't imagine if he wanted to like go out and like, wanted me to just go to restaurants and things like that, or I don't know, wanted to have people over all the time and like go to gatherings. I don't know. It would make it so hard, just because it just takes so much out of you when you're this close. Like, you're just exhausted. And that's the reality, like, that I want to share too, is like prepping is exhausting, and mentally, physically, emotionally, like it's your whole world when you're getting this close, and there's, like I said, there's no room for error. So if competing is something you want to do, like, make sure you have the dedication, and make sure that you have a supportive group of people around you. Because if I didn't have like Abram holding down the fort, or like, even the kids just being so patient and understanding with me, it would make it a lot harder. But Lila and Roman are like the easiest kids ever. Lila is a saint. Like, I always brag about Lila. She, I mean, they're so good. They already, like, have their own routine. You know, they wake up, they work out, they do their chores, they clean, um, and then they just chill. Like, they do crafts, they go for walks, they swim, and so, like, it's not like I have to sit there and watch them every day. The only thing I do is, like, I make them food. I tell them when their food is ready. And then we're starting homeschool, so their curriculum comes tomorrow. But we're not going to start, I think, I think we're going to start September. But anyways, yeah. But, so that's where I'm at right now. That's how prep is going. A lot of things. I'm sad because I haven't been able to do kickboxing. That was something that was really helping me mentally, but I just don't have the energy. So Lila took my spot right now. Lila's been taking my sessions, my pad sessions, and she's freaking killing it. She's so good. The kids actually have a competition coming up in 2 weeks, so I'm excited for that. They're cutting weight. Lila's trying to cut weight, so it's funny because she's like walking on the treadmill and like eating all the things that I'm eating. Well, obviously a little bit more than me, but she's like, I don't want to have any junk food. Like, they're not doing any sweets, and they're excited about their competition too. So, sorry, I'm tired. So yeah, that's about it right now. Everything's already booked and ready for the show. So now it's the same old thing, just hanging in there. Trying to stay awake, trying to stay disciplined, focused. That's one thing that has helped, was like switching my cardio, like I said, to first thing in the morning, because right now my main focus is like to get lean enough. So using all my energy first thing in the morning to do my cardio has helped so much, because I think what I was doing is I was doing like 30 minutes of cardio, and then I was working out, and then doing another 30 minutes to an hour of cardio after my workout. So I was at the gym and like a lot in the morning, just doing both workout and cardio. And it was like knowing that I had to go back for a second round of cardio, and then I don't know, it was just like killing me, having that lingering over my head all day. So getting it done first thing in the morning was like, yes, because I enjoy weightlifting. I hate cardio. Like, I loathe cardio entirely. I just freaking can't stand cardio. Like, standing in one place for so long just gives me the worst anxiety. So getting it all done first thing in the morning with all the energy and giving that my all has been so helpful too. So yeah, that's it. That's all that I have for this update. That was kind of a long update. It was almost 30 minutes, but yeah, it was like 2 weeks in one. So, just going to keep grinding. Today is Sunday, so I'll put this out I'll upload it and have it ready by tomorrow for some Monday motivation. For anybody that's still watching this, watching my prep story vlog thing, I can barely even, like, I have prep brain so bad. I literally will, like, talk and then forget what I'm saying. Another thing I keep doing is leaving all the cabinets open in the house. Like, I keep leaving, like, the fridge open, like, weird things. Like, prep brain is bad. It's real. But yeah, so anyways, well, it is 5 o'clock, so I'm going to go eat some food because I'm freaking hungry. But thank you guys for watching. I will update you next week. It'll be 2 weeks out. It'll be 1 week away from my peak week, so we'll see if I have any changes. I don't know if I'm going to, but I'm getting so excited. I'm getting so excited because I really just want a bowl of oatmeal so bad. Like, that's all I've been craving is freaking oatmeal. Oatmeal, like, for a while I wanted bagels, and then I was like, well, I want cannoli, but no, like, I just want oatmeal with, like, berries and a banana. Like, a big-ass bowl, a big bowl. I'm trying not to cuss, Jesus. A big bowl of oatmeal. That's what I want. But anyways, so thank you for watching and listening to my rambling. I don't even remember everything that I said in this video, but I hope you guys had a great weekend. Stay safe, and I will update you guys next week.